Hello everyone, welcome to New Nautica. Spring Summer 16 season, fresh looks, fresh fits, fresh fabrics, lot of newness in the season. The biggest newness is inspired by the sea, designed in the city. So now the collection has moved from a very sailor inspired look to a city inspired look as well. Now they call it where city meets the sea. It's for a person who wants to go from desk to dinner. So the looks have been made much more neutral than before, and there is an accent of freshness also in terms of colors, in terms of fits, in terms of fabrics, which have been added to the season. So we have three stories in spring season, which is Rectech, Modern Heirloom and Getaway. Rectech starts the season where we have shades of navy and white. Actually, in Nautica, navy, red and white is something which is the main line of the collection, which is always there across the stories, across the seasons. Whichever season we talk about, people get inspired from our navy, red and whites, because that's what is Nautica all about. But at the same time, there is essence of colors flowing into the season, where we say that Rectech starts with reds and greys as well, along with blues and whites. Then when we go to Modern Heirloom, there is an accent of yellow coming in the picture, which makes it more lively, more summery. Then when we move towards Getaway, the season is going towards more and more summer. So oranges come in picture, ochres come in picture, beiges come in picture. Beiges give you a very good sense of earthy tones, where you go on linens, where you go on the kind of qualities which are very soothing and favorable for summer. So that's the kind of collection we have in Rectech, Modern Heirloom and our third story, which is Getaway. The first shade I'm going to talk about is Yandai Oxford. This has got a slight peaching on its fabric. You feel that there is a broken fabric structure, which gives a really nice, very cozy kind of hand feel in this fabric. We have been doing filler fills for many years. Now this is a filler fill which has got a dobby. It's like a polka, it looks like a print, but it's actually embedded in the fabric. So that's the interesting part about it. It's made in 70s count fabric, which is again a very fine fabric. It's very difficult to do dobby on that fabric. The next shirt I'm going to talk about is a dobby shirt. It's subtle, it's not very bold. You can't see the dobby as a distinct feature of the fabric, but then at the same time it's visible. So it's subtly merging in the fabric, and it's cotton. So the hand feel of the fabric is nice. It's a sporty, worn out kind of look, which is again can be worn with a jean, can be worn with a chino as well. Another dobby shirt. Here the motif changes and the two-tone fabric nature comes in. So the Oxford fabric is there, and we have a two-tone dobby happening on Oxford fabric, which is a nice design. So that way it's a differentiated product of the collection. Let's talk about the print story now. So you'll see almost 15 to 18 options of print shirts coming in full sleeves as well as short sleeves. But then this time we have gone one step further and we have done prints in linen as well. So this is one of the print motifs which we have in cotton at a lighter blue base. Then there's another lighter blue base on which we have another printed shirt. Then we have a white shirt with the anchor print, which is iconic for Nautica. So there we have a white shirt with anchor print. This is again a conversational print. Polkas, which are taste of the season, where we have not done so many polkas so far, but this time we have seen that there is a need of this kind of fashion, which is now actually not fashion, it has become a fad across the industry. So we have around 3 options in polkas in different colors. So there is one which is a brighter side of blue, there is a subtle blue, and then there is a white with a black polka. So these are very classics in terms of printed shirts. So work and pleasure both can be combined wearing these shirts. Then if we talk about anchor print, there is a short sleeve shirt also, where the color of print merges with the base fabric white, because the blue is not so stark. So that goes very well as a subtle printed shirt in half sleeve. We have some geo motifs also. What we call as geo motif is something which is a geometric pattern, and with geometric pattern it has a continuous all over design on the fabric. Again, being in prints, but then there is a differentiated print look. We have seen Oxfords which were more on checks and solids. Now we have another Oxford, but this is a military side of Oxford. So what is a military side of Oxford, you'll say? So an Oxford which is very broken down and having a different look. The kind of buttons which have been used, the kind of pocket which has been used, the kind of inside detailing which it has. So these are the features which make it moving towards the military side of the story. We have some shirts here which are actually a stitch dobby kind of check. You can see there is a stitchy look on the check. So there is a navy, there is a white and there is a red combination, which is Nautica. And on that, the design of the check is really nice. Like I said, Oxford's hand feel has become really nice now. You can check out this garment, and the design of the check is very differentiated. The design of the check is not a typical design, it's like a chessboard. But then the colors which are used in the chessboard are tonal, they are not black and white. Another innovativeness we have done in check is that we have got check with print. So it's actually a sailing boat and it's having a crossover on this check. So that's something which is unique about this shirt. And if you see, the color again used is black, beige and red. When we think about stripes, we usually think about those banker stripes happening. We have given that also improvisation. If you see this shirt where we have a stripe running and then there is in between, there's another stripe running making it a check. So this is something which is different. We have another shirt, there's a stripe, but then there's a wheel on it. So this is again a conversational print happening on a stripe. So this is something which is new about it. But this is actually not a yarn dye stripe, it's a print. And the print design is in nature itself that's broken in between. Another horizontal stripe where we have banker's collar. So this is something which is having a white collar but then horizontal stripe. So far we have not seen any clubbier shirts, any dressing type shirts in Nautica collection. This shirt, which looks a normal shirt, which looks a white shirt, but this actually has a fabric which has got stretch. So this fabric stretches. Then the value which we have added, we do not have any stitch on the placket as well as collar. So that's making it more dressier, more clubby. Then you have got darts at the back. So there are darts at the back to make it more fitted. There are panels on the sleeve. So these panels on the sleeve also make it more fitted. So desk to dinner, another piece which fulfills that requirement. So linen again has been the best selling story type or as a product type in our collections. So this season what we have done is, we have taken a different take on linen. We have improved linen fabrics. We have done basic garments, we have done a stylized garment as well in linen, but we have taken the count and construction up. So where we were doing a 40s Lee or a 44 Lee, we have done 60s Lee this time. When I say Lee means that's the unit in which you measure the count of linen, the quality of linen, the fineness of linen. So that's the way when somebody says that linen of this Lee, that shows the person what kind of fabric quality the linen has. We have also done a mandarin collar here. So mandarin collar is something which goes really well on linen. So you'll see mandarin collar coming on linen, tabs coming on linen, military pockets coming on linen, and happening in different colors like navy, white, beiges, indigos. And interesting part about linen is that we have done two short sleeves which are very beach kind of shirts, again in linen fabric. So these two shirts which we have in the collection are all over printed and again in linen fabric. So we have done 60s and 70s with beaching, with soft hand feel. So that's something which you're gonna see in the collection. Maybe it's check, maybe it's solid, but then you'll see a better weight on the fabric. So for summer, it is very important to use the right or fine weight of the fabric. These fabrics have been done by some of the best mills in the country and outside the country. So that's something which is very important to be emphasized for the season when you're showing it to the customers, because this is something which we have not done before. Another change, or I would say improvisation, is that we have launched some of the slim fit styles. How we say slim fit? So far the fit which we have is one fit across the collection. So we have tried to do a slim fit in around 5 to 6 options for the season. How you identify these styles? There would be a slim fit label on these styles. So we talk about some new type of t-shirts, the strongest category we have, and what we have in the category is some really fine piqué knits. So this is something which is an example of it. And there is an interesting part in the collar as well, where you have a double collar. So you can go on a baseball collar kind of look, and you can take a normal collar also, which is a polo. But it's again short, it's not very long. You have interesting buttons with Nautica embedded on them. You have interesting logo. This is one color I'm wearing, and one color you'll see in black. Button-down polos. We have never done button-down polos in Nautica before. So this is the first time we are trying to launch these polos with button-downs, because this makes your collection chic. This makes it city. These are not very loose fits. And then there is a new introduction which we have, is that we have 3 type of country labeling in this. We have a lot of migrant crowd. So you see that the labeling has been done with mentioning 3 country sizes on that. This is a yarn dye PK striper, but if you see the fabric carefully, it has an indigo touch to it. So that's what makes it more sporty and more denim-y side of the fabric. This is like one of its kind of the fabric which we have used in this season. This is a typical cut and sew polo which Nautica has been having, and this is the season take on that. There's a back print, there is a front cut and sew, there is a contrast embroidery of logo, there is a sweat catch which is an Oxford. So this is something which is a typical Nautica t-shirt which we have been having in previous seasons. One more example of the similar kind of look we have here, where we have a cut and sew, we have a contrast, we have an emblem embroidery, we have a double tipping at the collar, then we have a back print as well with a big J-class. So somebody who's really crazy about our J-class logo can really have these t-shirts. As I said, that with neutrals of black, grey, navies, whites, we have some peppy colors also. So this is one of them where you see the orange side of the color is there, and then there is a contrast logo embroidery. So this is a polo t-shirt where we have a mix and match stripe. There's a red stripe running on the sleeve, there's a black stripe running on the garment, and having a very interesting take on trim fabric where we have a jacquard fabric running on the placket, where we have 3 buttons where these buttons are embedded with the Nautica letters. So that's something which is making it look like a very, very good, interesting take on mix and match stripe as well as trim detail. So I'll show you some of the t-shirts which are pastel colors. So these are not very bright colors, but at the same time these are very, very light and peppy colors, but they are not very bold in their look. So that's something which is making them very subdued. But if somebody wants to wear something on summer, these are ideal. So when I say heather, these are the heathers. So this is like a ecru heather, this is like a indigo heather. With chest prints, these look really nice, and we have multiple options in these kind of heathers. There can be different people calling it with name melange also, because that's also something which is like a synonym to heather in most of the times. Shorts collection was something which was an eye-opener in FH15 for us, because we sold almost 30 times of what we used to sell in previous seasons in terms of shorts. That too also in a fall holiday. So for spring summer it becomes even more important to emphasize on shorts, which we have done. We have got more than 30 options in the season in shorts, and we have a lot of fabric detailings, a lot of prints, a lot of fits. There are different type of involvements which are there in shorts. Basic short, which is like a swim short in polyester fabric with the Nautica again, and then we move towards the printed shorts, which is like a key category for us. These are the kind of prints we have done in shorts. They're really interesting. Same time, the waistbands are having drawstrings as well. There's something which is very, very classy. At the same time, it's very, very wearable, and it attracts all of our customers because these are something which we are only selling in the market. Then we have some cotton shorts as well, some linen shorts as well. Some of the prints which I am showing you, like this one and this one, they are 2 colorways, they are linen. Basically, it's a floral tonal print, not a very stark print. And we have some solid print shorts also, which we have been running as core across our seasons before also. As we look at denims, our denim collection is tight, but at the same time very elegant, having the elements which our customer needs. We have a sporty denim where we have bit of whiskers, bit of wash, but at the same time we have stretch for comfort, and this is a 10.5 ounce weight, which is a typical men's denim weight. So having a little bit of essence of fashion, at the same time having the classic elegance also. This denim acts like a formal denim. Why formal denim? Because there's no much of whisker, much of sporty wash, much of grunge look. It's a very neat and clean denim with a nice fit, stretch fabric, and nice weight of the fabric. This is a different cast of denim where wash is there, but the blue has been taken on a different cast. If you see, the color is very differentiated from the other colors which we have in the collection of denims. There's a new fabric which we are using in denims this time, which is modal denim. What is a modal denim? It has a combination of modal, viscose, cotton, spandex. So that's something which is very special about the fabric. Why it is special is because this kind of combination in the fabric makes it very fluid, makes it stretchy, makes it having a bit of sheen and a lot of softness. So this is something which is denim but as comfortable as a chino, or I would say literally you can sleep in these denims. So that's the level of comfort these denims have. This is one of the options. We have a couple of them more. Fabric has a lot of softness because of having a combination of cotton, modal, viscose, lycra. A lot of natural fibers make it very soft, very breathable, very apt for summer season. Chinos we have are in medium, regular and lightweight. They are 2-ply cottons, they are all with stretch. They have the styling of 5 pocket as well as cross pocketing. So that's something which is like a mix of a chino on a little casual side and on a smart casual side as well. Now we talk about women's wear. So very interesting thing about women's wear is that women's wear is women's wear. Why I'm saying this is because we have been having the type of collections where women's wear is a subset of men's wear. If we talk about why it becomes women, because you are using a lot of prints, and the print types are also not geo prints or a typical mensy print. We are using paisleys. We are using the kind of structured prints which really represents the essence of a feminine look. So that's something why it's becoming a more and more women, more and more feminine, more and more sexy line, if I say. We have 3 stories running across women's wear, where we have Stone Beach, we have New Horizon, and we have Sand Dunes. All the stories are predominantly navy and white, which is about Nautica. But then there are accents of purple, there are accents of yellow, orange, beige. These are the different colors which are coming and popping out in the story unexpectedly, so that the story becomes really, really lively and peppy. So this is when we talk about feminine women's wear, viscose and nylon. And again, a fluid fabric, peppy color, extended shoulder sleeve. So that's something which is on side of feminine women's wear. This is one of the pieces. There are many pieces like this which we have. I'm showing you a few of them. This is a cotton modal piece. So when you're saying it's just a simple chest print with a cap sleeve as a V-neck top with cotton modal fabric. This is a very chic polyester top where we have a layering, and then there's a slight button over here, very elegant detail. So this is something which is a desk to dinner look. Another piece from desk to dinner look, there is a contrast detail of navy happening, and then there is a nice full sleeve top happening with a high-low effect at the hem to have a really, really nice fashion element also in the same office wearing top. As it's summer, linen is a must, and for women also, why should we leave linen? So we have a double pocket shirt with some kind of fixed stitch detailing, and then there is a linen combination. There is a trim detail at the placket with this nice loop at the back. So that's how we make it a linen shirt. A nice sheath dress. This is a knitted fabric, and then there is a style detail in terms of yarn dyes which are running over here. We have 3 buttons at the shoulder to give it the ease, and very nice stretch, extended sleeves. So again, it's a nice piece for summer. Trouser in nice fluid fabric with checkered print, with waistband, with draw cords. So elasticated, fits every woman with whatever fit kinds we have. So that's something which is nice about this trouser. So that's something which is new about women's wear. We are trying to focus on colors, we're trying to focus on silhouettes, we're trying to make it very easy, very shoppable experience at Nautica Women. We are confident that the newness put in by all of us in New Nautica would bring in really good results, and it will be well accepted by the customer, which we have, because we have tried to study the customer and then did changes or improvisations accordingly. So hoping to have a really, really great season for Nautica.